Hey everyone, so I just wanted to drop a quick video because I understand some of you are struggling with the Dream Day exercise and just worrying a little bit about doing it right or making sure you've got all the details, and I just wanted to alleviate some of those worries by sort of explaining a little bit about my Dream Day and also what sort of my experience has been of it. So I probably did my first Dream Day exercise like 3 years ago, something like that, 2.5, 3 years ago, and for me, yeah, I find it quite interesting, quite revealing. But the more I let go, the less worried I was about the detail. The more information and interesting insights came out for me, and information came out for me. So one of the things for me when I was doing my morning was I would wake up somewhere, sort of bathed in light, really quiet, really calm. And would get my morning coffee, and I would sit out somewhere and enjoy a beautiful view. And so for me, I was like, okay, there's a part of my life at the moment that is not aligned at all with my Dream Day. At the time, I think I was rushing to get up in the morning because I had to be somewhere. I would quickly take the dog out for a walk, then I would rush and get my shower and get ready and have my breakfast, bolt that down, and then make a quick coffee, shove it in a flask, and jump in the car, and off I'd go. And that, even after doing the exercise, like even for a while after that, I wasn't able to get the chilled morning that I wanted. The only time maybe I could get that was like a Sunday. And even then I would get up and I'd be like, right, breakfast, right, okay, what we're doing today, and just dashing, and would not like chill and just let myself just relax and have a coffee and read and write and just enjoy looking at a nice view. And it's taken me a while of intentional action to sort of work towards actually finally getting to live it maybe once or twice a week. And it's interesting to see the habits that you've formed over time of just that frantic mornings to actually just be still and just chill and just actually not want to dash out, and taking the time to have a really nice coffee or a really nice hot drink in the morning and just sit and relax and read, take the dog for a leisurely walk, and just have this spaciousness and this calm in the morning has been something that's been quite hard for me to actually give myself the time and space to do. But now when I do, as you'll see from the view, to sit and have my coffee in the morning and to actually just sit, and even now it's really hard for me because I'm still like, I should be doing something, but actually this is like, no, this is my Dream Day. This is what I wanted to have. This is what I worked hard to be able to have. And so what I'm trying to explain to you and stress to you is, like, don't be too hung up on the details of it so much. Like, I didn't know like where I woke up, what the house looked like, what my kitchen looked like, what I did for a living. I didn't know any of those things, but I knew that whatever it was that I did, if it gave me that spaciousness to be able to do that, then for me, that's me living my Dream Day. And what I've learned from negotiating the last few years of trying to live a little bit more intentionally as to where I want to go and what I want to do, one of the things that came out for me is not be too tied up on the detail, if I'm honest. I suppose one lesson to take from this is I'm not sitting in a house right now. I didn't wake up in a normal bed or a house. There's Milo. I'm in my camper van, and I'm sitting here with a beautiful view. I'm having my coffee. I've read my book this morning. We went out for a lovely walk, and I've had the elements of my Dream Day, but it's not what I thought they were going to be when I first did the exercise, and when I've done it subsequently, it's not reflected that at all. But the intention of it is perfect. I've had a relaxing morning, and I've taken the time. I've created the space in my week to be able to just do this. And so, in itself is okay. Like, the detail of how you're going to do it or how you're going to get there, in the pursuit of it, you'll probably figure out what it is that you want to achieve, how it is that you want to achieve that Dream Day. But picking the little elements of it and focusing in on on that in itself. So me thinking about my morning coffee made me think about structuring my work, made me think about structuring my lifestyle, made me think about structuring, even when I organise meetings, even when I organise, like I would say to people, yep, I can do an 8 a.m. meeting, but that would mean I'd have to get up at like 5 in the morning to like dash around, and I didn't know why, because they'd be quite happy with a 9 o'clock meeting or even a 10 o'clock meeting, but there was something in me that was an old habit that I had to like address to see like, okay, that's not necessary. So when you do the dream day exercise, don't get too tied up on the detail. Look at the elements of it, look at the essence of it. If you're really struggling to even think about it, think about an amazing holiday you've had, or an amazing day that you can remember, that if I asked you to retell me or tell me a time when you had a really nice day, just look at the elements of that and pick out bits of it that like, yeah, that would be really nice to live that. Look at those and use them as inspiration. You don't need to have all the details. Like, do not panic about all the details. Just think about, who's there, what does it entail, what are the general elements. It doesn't necessarily need to be a run versus a walk. It could just be being outside. That's it. These are the elements of it. And then what you'll do in the next step is then take it down and distill it down into your 6 core intentions. This can take a bit of time. I would do the exercise, read it through a couple of times, and then start churning it down into the 6 core intentions. And then for me, when I was doing it, it was, being outdoors, it was fresh air, it was being active, it was adventure. And for me, I don't really have a preconceived idea of what that is or how that's going to work. What I've really just done is pursued my curiosity in the pursuit of that, of the types of adventures and the travel that I enjoy. And it's led me to, this year to buy a van and decide to go and do a road trip. Without the clarity of my core intentions and my dream day, I would certainly probably be working more than I've ever worked in my entire life right now, because my habit before, being able to take the time out to do the things that bring me joy, bring me excitement, and just make me smile and make me have fun, I have a very high work drive, and so I would go and pursue more work because it's presenting itself, and if I don't have something to check in with, i.e. my 6 core intentions, I don't know what's important to me, and so I'll chase what I feel is the best thing in the moment, which can be, taking on that new client, or taking on more work, or pursuing that new project, or doing that, or doing this. And so for me, it's thinking having these 6 core intentions really help you figure out what's important to you and what are the elements that you want to have in your life, to help you live your dream day, basically. And so don't get too tied up in the detail. Don't get too worried about it being perfect. Don't get too worried about just too much of the detail. Again, just think of that like a road trip. You're heading off, you've got a rough idea of an itinerary and a destination, and you might find some amazing places en route and speak to some incredible people, and they might tell you to go here and go there and go here. You may never reach that dream destination, but in the pursuit of it, you discover so many more things. And I would just say to you, with the dream day exercise, view it like that. We're never going to hold you to it. We're never going to be, you're not living your dream day. It's never going to be a case of you never achieve it or you never live that exact day. It's living the elements of that day. And once you start to live them, then more things unfold. And so, like I say, for me, it was, looking at the morning coffee and looking at that relaxed, how chilled out I felt, how relaxed I felt. I'm feeling like I'm not living in alignment with that right now. I'm frantically running around. I've got too much work on. I'm not getting a chance to sit and chill and enjoy the view, have my coffee, read, do the things that I love doing, because I'm filling my diary full of work. And, that's, and you can lose sight of it unless you have something that really pulls you back and really makes you focus. So that's the idea of the dream day. Please don't worry too much about it, stress too much about the detail. Just think about what are the elements of it. Think back to a great holiday, or like I said, that really fun day that you had, or that really nice day that when you finished at the end of it, you went, oh, that was such a nice day. And it might just have been, for me, it might just have, a Sunday where I got up, I had a chilled morning, I went out for a really nice long walk with the dog, then I went for a pub lunch, had great conversation and chat with my friends and my family around the dinner table, had a chilled afternoon, maybe watched a really nice film and then went to sleep. Like, that's a really nice day. And so just think about a day like that and just think of what are the elements of it that I actually really, really enjoyed, and just lean into that and have a think about that. And then I would say to you, like, do that in one session, and then go back round and do your 6 core intentions in the next session. So let that sort of trickle in, and let you just sort of have a think about your dream day exercise first, and then go on to the 6 core intentions and really try and chisel those down again. Don't get too worried about the detail. Don't get worried that this is the final thing. We'll, if you want us to send you more cards and you want to do it I would do it in like 3 or 4 months' time again. But scribble there, have extra pieces of paper, just go crazy with it and just put as many ideas down as you can, and then give yourself a break and then reflect back on it to then do the 6 core intentions. And what you'll find is by distilling it down into 6, it makes it very easy for you to check in with on a regular basis. So when a new opportunity comes up, or a new job opportunity, or an opportunity to do something you think you might want to do, you can check in with those 6 core intentions and go, does it match with this? And then you're on the right path, you're heading in the right direction. You don't know what the destination is quite yet, you don't know all the details of it, but you're heading in the right direction. And so I would just encourage you to just be brave with it. It is a little bit scary, but do lean into it, go for it. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's yours, it's personal to you, it's your journey. And if you need any help at all, just drop me a message. I'm happy to jump on a one-on-one call with you if you need, to help you get through it, and give you any guidance that you need. So go on guys, be brave, get filling out those dream day exercises, and if you have any questions, you know exactly where I am.